Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Monday Minute with Mike. I'm Mike Boblett with the Dream Team of Spokane, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about myself so that you can get to know me a little better. So, like I said in one of my other videos before, I've been in the real estate industry for the last 6 years, since 2014. I absolutely love being a real estate broker. Something you may not know is I also have a marketing agency where I do digital marketing for other businesses. I work with companies around the world, and I feel that this helps my real estate business because when I get a listing, I know how to properly market that property. And of course, I know how to properly market myself and get myself out there in the exposure that I need. But most importantly, how to get my listings out there for my sellers. Some more information about me. I have been married to the love of my life for the last year now. We're coming up on our 2-year anniversary. It's this year in 2021. We had our daughter almost a year ago. By the time this video is out, she'll probably be a year old. But as of right now, she's just under a year old. Her name is Emma, and she is absolutely amazing. I'll go ahead and put a picture of her up here just because she's so darn cute. She has changed my world as well as my wife. They have gave me a life worth living, and they are truly my everything. So there's a little bit of more information about me as far as personal wise. Some other things about me is I used to love playing baseball. I still love watching it. I played softball after like high school and stuff, and I really enjoyed playing softball. But when I was younger, I really enjoyed playing baseball. I still like watching baseball. I'm just so busy that I don't exactly have the time to stay up with it and keep up with it as much as I used to. I still watch it, still catch a game here and there when I can. Another thing about me is I'm a big metal fan. There was a big metal scene where I used to live in Kingman, Arizona for local bands. I was buddies with a lot of those bands, and I would go to almost every local show where they played. And it was so much fun, which of course with the COVID-19 pandemic, I'm pretty sure none of that is happening right now. But that was a blast, and I'm a huge metal fan. I'm always jamming different metal bands. So if that's something you're into, hit me up, we can talk metal. Cars, I'm not a huge car guy, but I have been into cars. I'd say mostly 90s Japanese style cars. You know, I had an old first generation Mitsubishi Eclipse. I've had I forget what year, 87 Mazda RX-7. Maybe it was an 88, somewhere around there. First generation Mazda RX-7. I've also had an old 1972 Volkswagen Bug. That's one of my favorite cars ever. So that's not a 90s Japanese or 88 Japanese car, but that's one of my favorite cars ever is my Volkswagen Bug, and I plan to have another one someday. But I would also like to have one of those new Teslas. I would prefer the car. The SUV, not so bad, but I think I would prefer to have the car. I like the idea of not having to pay for gas, and there's really not any maintenance on those things. So I just think that would be super cool to have. Of course, there's a ton of new cars that I like too, like the new Toyota Supras and all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't call myself a huge car guy, but I'm definitely, I definitely like cars. So yeah, that's a little bit of information about me, and I hope you got to know something a little bit, and maybe something that you didn't know about me before. This was Monday Minute with Mike. Keep watching these these will come out every week, and just keep an eye out for them. Sometimes I'll be talking about myself, sometimes I'll be talking about the real estate industry. But I will be putting these videos out once a week. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday.